everyone and welcome to xxMelle's Potato Kitchen! Today, we are making General Tofu. Not chicken, tofu. But the same recipe can be used with chicken, so you do what you like. I think it's also called General Tso, but in French it's called General Tao. So we're gonna go with General Tao. For this recipe, we're gonna need some vegetables, and I have picked beet, broccoli, mushroom, carrot, and a sweet potato. You're also gonna need tofu and some other ingredients, but let's start with the veggies. You cut the veggies in bite size, as you can see is what I'm doing here, and you put them in a sheet pan to go into the oven. We're gonna roast them at 400 degrees for like 20 to 30 minutes, depending on your oven. It looks like this. So you put some oil, you put the herb of your choice. Here I have put the usual salt, pepper, marjoram, parsley. Shake, shake, shake. You put the herbs you want. You could put lemon pepper too, it could be good. Some chili flakes because I wanted it to be spicy. It can be really simple. It could be only salt and pepper, and it would be good. You mix all of this. You could have put oregano, you could have put basil. Apparently I went light in the spices and herbs that day. Didn't need that much. The veggies are already so flavorful. Could put some real garlic or garlic powder as well. It's really up to your taste. Then, for the tofu part, my tofu was frozen. Frozen tofu make that it's like all of the water that is stuck in it expand and makes that there's a lot of air bubble in the tofu. So when you cook it and you add some flavor to it, it absorbs more of that flavor. So it's really good. Here I minced some shallot and some garlic. Put that into a bowl. I have peeled some ginger. Put some ginger. I didn't put a lot of ginger, maybe the equivalent of a tablespoon of ginger in this. And yes, you peel that with a spoon. It's a lot easier and you waste less of the ginger because it's really, really hard to peel. So you peel the ginger with the spoon and then you mince it like the garlic and shallot from earlier, like I do with all my recipes. Once that's minced, you add some red wine vinegar and some vinegar. I've put half enough to make... I've put a quarter cup of red wine vinegar and a quarter cup of vinegar to make half a cup of that vinegar mix. Put that into the bowl. A cup of brown sugar. Put that into the bowl. I've put some white wine, maybe the equivalent of 2 tablespoons. Next is some oyster sauce. It was a teaspoon, but it was so thick, as you can see, I was not able to get it into my spoon, so I just I just went for it. I tried. So some oyster sauce, approximately a teaspoon, but if you rage like me, it may end up like a teaspoon and a half because it really didn't want to come out. 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. Here we go, maybe a tiny bit more. I was generous on all my portion, so yeah. Some hot sauce, a squirt of a bottle of hot sauce. That was sriracha like. Next we mix until everything is well combined. And we take the veggie out of the oven because they are ready. Look at this. Wow. They look roasted, they look cooked, they look nice, well seasoned. Put them on the side. If you do that to eat now, I would recommend prepping the sauce for the tofu before cooking the veggies, because my veggies were ready way before my tofu was. So put the veggies on the side. If you create that for lunch, you can already place them into a bowl for the week. That made 4 or 5-ish portion. Then it's tofu time, and like I said, I had it frozen, so I think the middle was still a tiny bit frozen for me. With this size block of tofu, I like to cut it in half in the middle before cutting the slices. And that part is really important. You have to squish the water out of your tofu. You can use a tofu press like Chickadee. That's what she does. She really liked her tofu press because she ate a lot of tofu. So yeah, crush the tofu heart by pressing it as hard as you can in an absorbent towel, and then you can cut it. And I cut it in half because I like a smaller piece of tofu, and the middle part was still frozen, so it kind of just break. As you can see, it's frozen, but it's okay because it's not gonna do anything. And then you cut it to the size that you want. I wanted tiny pieces of tofu, so I've cut it like this, and there we go. Then you coat it with some cornstarch. So I did it the easy way, and I put it into a bowl, and I added some cornstarch in there, and I shake. Oh, true. I have seasoned the cornstarch, obviously. I knew that. So I had too much, so I put some back. You want maybe like a cup and a half of cornstarch, but if you need more, just add more. And in there, I have added some salt, paprika, garlic powder, chili flakes, and pepper. Maybe a teaspoon of each, something like that. And some chipotle barbecue. And then you add the cornstarch in the bowl and shake. Shake until it's well coated. Look, if it's well coated, you're good to go. Clean up your station and time for cooking. So we have the precious Evenie's gift that I've got for Christmas here. Thanks again, Evenie. I'm gonna use that to high face. This is not the most flattering angle. I'm sorry, you see that. We can also see my phone up there. It's too reflective. So in a non-stick pan that you oil, I've put some sesame oil and some regular oil because I didn't want the sesame oil to be too flagrant. You eat that. I should have put more, but I didn't. It's my first time using that pan, so I didn't know how the oil would react, but I've managed to do the thing. So once the oil is hot, you can put a tiny bit of tofu in it and see if it bubbles. When it bubbles, it means that the oil is ready. Then you put the tofu in the oil because you want it to be crispy. The objective was to make crispy tofu. So you put it in the oil and you cook it until it is crispy to your taste. Once everything is golden, you turn it, cook it on the other side. I did it in batches because it was easier like this. And once everything was cooked, I've put some more oil in the pan and I've added them back to make sure that they were extra crispy. I cooked it like that for a tiny bit, and then I added the sauce mix. And I had to act quickly here because you don't want to have the tofu to soak into the liquid too much because the tofu will now be soft. So I made a tiny bit of cornstarch slurry, a little bit of water, and a few teaspoons of cornstarch. Mix well, and I added that slurry into my mix to make the sauce thicken. I wanted to have thick sauce, and it worked. As you can see, the sauce is not liquid anymore, it's really thick. You could serve that with rice. I served that with vegetables because that's what I had on hand. I had plenty of rice in my pantry. I just didn't want to do it. So you could make rice and veggies and this. It was really delicious. I love that General Tao sauce for this. Finished that with some sesame seeds. You can even grill them, and it was really good. Here's the recipe and the instruction. I hope you really like this recipe. I hope you enjoy. I hope you try it. If you do, as usual, show me in my Discord, show me on Instagram, Twitter. I've started to get some recipe that you guys are doing, and I really enjoy that. I enjoy seeing your version of my food. It's really cool. So here we go. As you can hear, my voice is not as bad this week. I've started back streaming, so don't miss me on Twitch. And I hope you guys are having a nice holidays, because as this video will come out, we will be 19th of December. Holiday is starting. Have a nice holiday with your family. Don't eat too much food. Take time to relax and breathe. Holiday can be stressful, but it should be a nice time for you guys. I will have another video next week as well. I am working on it already. And yeah, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Everything is in the link below. Also, if you want to see my recipes before they come out, follow me on Coffee. If you subscribe to me on Coffee, you will be able to have a picture of the recipe a few days before it comes out on YouTube. Go on my Coffee, subscribe to me. You will have the picture of the recipe a few days before the video come out. As soon as my video is ready, the pictures are going there, and the video will be available on Sunday. But even if you don't subscribe to me, you will have access to those pictures just a tiny bit later. So go follow me on Coffee to have the picture recipe of all the recipe I did. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys. Bye-bye.